Yo, yo, yo. You know who it is. You know what it is. You see the title. You see the thumbnail. It's the Iggity Bossy Boss Olini. Cooking with what? Gas Olini. Fire content. How you guys doing tonight? You know what it is. Shout out to the few people up in here right now. We about to get this thing cooking. Oh man. Travel lover. Big boss. About to make me book my flight to Lima. Oh man. We're gonna get into it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hold on. All right, everybody. It's Bossy Boss. As most you guys know, Big Boss Alini just did a real quick Lima, Peru trip. This is one of the shorter trips that I have done thus far. I just tripped on that. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that, why this trip, hold on, get this off the what's the name. It's so short. Okay, there you go. So my man got the right idea. It looked like Razor Ray started that off with that cash apping for the hotel he stayed at Punta Cana. Will you cash at me $20? I cash app you the name back with $1. We'll see. We'll get into that, man. But shout out to Highlander 2016. Glad you made it back safe, right? Really, since Bossy Boss went to the hood, especially if they say Bossy Boss went to the hood where it's no good. Oh, hold on for the one time. Oh, Leany. They say Boss went to the hood where it's no good. Oh, man. But y'all know what Bossy say? Bossy say that it is good in the hood. Oh, man. Yeah, we about to get into it. Nigga just woke up. I can't even say jet lag. It's the flight wasn't all like that. So like people have been asking me like when it tripped me out when people ask me that, like how long was the flight? It's going to be various. It's going to depend on where you fly from, right? But just to give you an idea, Lima, Peru, for me here in San Francisco, Oakland, Bay Area, down there 10 hours, right? So far as I know, it's no direct flight. You know, it might be a direct flight somewhere, but all the flights I seen was always two legs. You know, it was two legs, and normally two legs break down. The first leg is a long leg, second leg is a short leg. The first leg about 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. The second leg is about 4 hours, and that was consistent going back and forth. I took Avianca Airlines, and so the connection I had out of California, out of Frisco, we landed at El Salvador, and the El Salvador was about two-hour layover, 2.5-hour layover. So it was about a 5.5, almost 6-hour flight, 5.5, 6 hours, then like a 2-hour layover, and then another 4-hour flight. So doable, almost on some Brazil type shit. That's how it is for me to get to Brazil from Cali, Frisco, Oakland, Bay Area. It takes about 10 hours. Now, if you're flying out of Boston, you're flying out of Chicago, you're flying from JFK, you're flying from Miami, you're flying from Texas. Damn, if you're flying from the DMV, right? It's going to depend, man. It's going to be varied. If you're flying from different parts of the country, it's going to be different for you. It ain't going to be the same for me. But basically, I know that question is really asking, how long did you have to endure a flight? And the question is, well, the answer is, as long as it takes. I'm a Thailand traveler, okay? 6 trips. 6 trips to Thailand. And it's going to be 7 later this year. I'm a Thailand traveler. Now I can say I'm an Africa traveler. Africa. It takes as long as it takes, man. I told you already back in January, the start of 2025, we're going to grow up in 2025, and we're going to put on our big boy travel draws. We're going to grow some wings. We're going to stop taking 3-hour flights, 2-hour flights, 3-hour flights, and start crying and whining like bitches. You start crying and whining if the bitch is over 3 hours, right? We're going to start taking flights, man. It takes as long as it takes. Now, again, you ain't flying out of Oakland, California, San Francisco, Los Angeles, LAX. You're flying from East Coast, Midwest. It takes as long as it takes. The thing is, how is it when you get there? Is it litty? Is it worth it? Like Thailand. It seems like I never could do a stream without mentioning Thailand, right? Is it worth it when you get there? Now, that's the question. Oh, man. And to answer your question, Lima, Peru is worth it. Yes, I would say that. And when I talk, they say like the old school commercial, E.F. Hutton. A lot of you guys are young to remember the E.F. Hutton commercials. But the old school E.F. Hutton commercials is like they say, when E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listens. I wonder if that'd be a trip if E.F. Hutton was still around nowadays. Because with E.F. Hutton, what it was, right? I guess they were a consulting firm for investments, making investments, in finance. And so they were pretty much always spot on with the money. How was they so accurate? I don't know. But E.F. Hutton was very spot on with the money. So much so, almost all their predictions, anything they say in the stock market was basically gospel. So it got to the point where they was able to make commercials back in the day. They say when E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listens. So, to make it, how commercials are, even then, back then, to make them kind of comedy, like humorous, no matter what's going on in a commercial, and it's normally going to be busy, like it's hustle and bustle on a New York street corner, or it's real busy in a train station, or real somewhere busy and loud. When the announcer say, when E.F. Hutton talks, then what happened? Everybody stops, like freeze frame. Everybody stops. Then the birds stop flying in the air. Everything stops, and everybody go like this. When E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listens. Big Boss is like E.F. Hutton in this motherfucking travel space, right? 2K subscribers or not. I said before in somebody's shit, talking about myself and others, because it's a real thing. So it's not just me, it's a real thing. People's weight or impact in this space is not only by their subscriber count. Subscriber count is number one. And number two is how many people do they generally have inside when they go live, if they even do live. Because some of the bigger guys don't even go live like that, right? Wow. Some of the big dogs, they don't even do a live stream. Let alone the Begathon, they don't even do a live stream. They just put out a video. They release an edited video, right? Number one, how many subs, how many subscribers, how many followers? Number two, when they do go live, how many people up in the room do they pack in a room? 2/3 video content, how many views they get. But a fourth aspect, the fourth wall, is how much weight do they have in the travel space. So I say somebody like, shout out, who I give him a hard time, and shout out to the young man, Jay Rello. Give him a hard time. I give Jay Rello a hard time, and he deserves it. Got to get his life together. He deserves it. But you know what? I give flowers and flowers is due. Jay Rello barely has, I don't think he hit 2K. He don't even have 2K subscribers. But yet, Jay Rello types command a large following or audience in YouTube, but even though he only has 2K subscribers. Then there's others like that. To where their impact, their importance, their weight, their social weight in the space is not really by their subscriber count. Hating ass YouTube, right? We see some of the latest YouTubers, but the kind of content that they talk about, like we're going to get into here, the content they talk about is not deemed socially acceptable, and especially advertiser friendly and all this kind of shit. The YouTube lightweight suppresses and won't let you grow like that, because you're talking a little reckless. The stuff you talk about, YouTube is not trying to promote. So they'll let you rock out. But they won't let you grow. So then you find yourself in a box where you become a household name. You are heavy in the game, but the numbers ain't that big. Blah blah blah. What I'm saying, E.F. Hutton, Big Boss to E.F. Hutton. When I talk, everybody listen. When it comes to the Monger shit, this the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello. First off, this is what we do. And y'all know this, man. This is what we do. Everybody know this. But then everybody say it. How many travelers now even call themselves passport bros now? They don't even do that. They don't even call themselves a passport bro. They disassociate, right? Stiff arm Heisman. They disassociate from even being a passport bro, let alone what we really are, mongers. So when it comes to the monger shit, Big Boss knows hoes. And a few people is here, that's why y'all here, to hear about the hoes. You're here to hear about the hoes in Lima, Peru. You didn't come to Big Boss channel for me to tell you about the food. You didn't come to Big Boss channel for me to tell you about the beaches and the excursions and stuff like that. You know what you're signing up for. The few, the proud, the brave, the bold, the elite that come over here, you know what you're about to hear. You goddamn right. Thought you knew, man. Big Boss is the heaviest Monger hitter in WW3, World War III. You know what you about to get. Yeah, there's that too. Say, boss, Rello a scammer, respectfully. Maybe. You know, I don't want to follow a positive with a negative, right? Right. I don't want to follow a positive with a negative. I said what I said, but I didn't. You know, that's why I said, you know, he deserves all the criticism he get, but it's like an anomaly. He deserves all the criticism that he get. He deserves it, 1,000%. Wasting people's money, all this shit. He deserves it. But also, on some real shit, he deserves whatever flowers he can get, because the main thing he opened up was showing us that motherfuckers will donate to bullshit. So then the whole thing, like, damn, if motherfuckers donate to bullshit, will they donate to real shit? But I'm gonna get into that. But the Lima, Peru. So, is it worth booking as a single man? Okay, because you're not a passport bro, right? That's the most laughable shit. You're not a passport bro, and you're not a monger. Back in the States, you're not a passport bro, and you're not a monger. I'm just a black man traveling. I'm just a single male traveler. Okay, single male. For single male traveler, is Lima, Peru worth going? Short trip, long trip. So I did 6 days, and this is one of the shortest trips I did in a while ever. I thought about that when I was flying back earlier today. I was flying back. I said, when the last time? Because this trip ended up being like 6 days. That's it. Only 6 days. And I always trip on the guys, what they call the weekend warriors that do the 4-day trips. But a lot of those 4-day trip type dudes go to DR. It's a combo. For you to get that, there's normally a combo, right? There's either Cali dudes like myself who go down to Mexico, right? You know, that's our Mexico is Cali's DR, right? You know, it's either Cali dudes who go down to Mexico or East Coast cats who zip real fast to DR, you know, for the weekend, you know, leave that Thursday, Friday, come back Monday, Tuesday type shit, right? So it must be nice to live in spitting distance, to live that close where you can hop on a JFK 3-hour flight. Hell, if I lived, I keep it above. Maybe if I live in the East Coast and I was 3 hours away, maybe I would deal with DR bullshit. Maybe. I don't know about that because I'm only 6 hours. I'm 6 hours away driving from Mexico. It's like it's dead ass. It's like 5 or 6 hours. Well, 6 or 7 hours driving, or a 1 hour flight, or a 1 hour flight into San Diego, and then you just cross over. I guess a nigga could fly into the TJ airport, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I don't even fuck with that. So I don't know. But yeah, bladder, bladder. The thing is it worth for you to go? And I would have to say, in my honest opinion, as a monger, the answer is yes. Now, here's why. Now, we've seen all the, maybe you had, I showed them here. The Lima, Peru video. Shout out to the guy, Lima Clips, Lima Travels. I had him on my show last week Tuesday. Damn. What a difference a week makes, right? What a difference a week made. Literally, 7, 8 days ago, I had him on the show Tuesday. Tuesday night because I left out the next day, Wednesday. I had him Tuesday night. Meet and Razor Rays. Shout out to Razor Rays wherever Razor Rays at, wherever he's at, wherever you at, wherever you are. I had Lima Clips on the show Tuesday. I flew out the next day, Wednesday. And I stayed for about 6 days. I got to Lima, Peru on Thursday. And I stayed all the way till yesterday, to Tuesday. From Thursday to Tuesday. About 6 days. And in that 6-day time, you know, I had a ball. Now, I will say, I did not get turned up as much as I would have liked. And so even right now, I'm trying to run through my memory banks and reanalyze my own game clips, right? You know how athletes do? They sit back and they watch the tape. You know, they watch themselves. They watch the tape. They run it back. They analyze their game clips. I'm like, I could have moved a lot better. I wonder why my numbers wasn't as high, because what I'm about to get into is the pricing. When you talk about hoes, when you talk about mongering, when you're talking about the P for P, you know what I'm saying, going out, hooking up with the chicas, it's the pricing. The pricing is everything. The pricing, for most of us, the pricing is everything. Because a lot of times, sometimes, when the price is too high, even if you might still fuck with it, right? Because again, when you're in Rome, do us in Romans. If the price is $100 or whatever, if you're there, you're gonna fuck something, right? You're gonna put your dick into something, and you know, so you're gonna fuck something. But the thing is, if that price is prohibitively high, then you probably do minimal fucking, right? You know, I do one a day. I do one a day, one every other day. I'm gonna do something, man. And normally, like I say, when that price point is low, oh, you can ball out. You can ball out. So I was in a situation to where the average price for box in Lima, Peru, is $30. $27. Average price. Average price for box in Lima, Peru is $30. $27 to be exact. $27. It gets lower than that. It gets lower than that. And yes, even for a gringo like us. Normally, to get those kind of prices in these countries, that's similar to what locals pay. Right? Locals pay around that price point. Really, still pay lesser. And for us, whenever we show our Black American asses up, cha-ching! Not so in Lima, Peru. Now, I wonder it's because it's not oversaturated and flooded with us yet. Right? Maybe after this video, maybe it will be. Maybe after this video it will be. For right now, it's not oversaturated. It's not flooded with us yet. And by the way, y'all can send in super chats. I'll say real briefly, with my next few streams, I'm going to announce I will most likely finally get on the fundraiser train. Not in this one, not this one. This one is not that. This is what? A trip report. I'm here to talk about my trip that I literally just did yesterday, finished yesterday, hours ago. But I will be getting into different aspects of fundraisings for future trips. I will. And when I do the fundraising, that's mostly going to come through Cash App. I'll put that details out. But for now, out of show of respect for my time, we can throw us some super chats. And especially if you guys got questions. But the price for box, $30. $27. So out there, they're used the soles. They use soles. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. A prop. All right. Fake little product bag I got from Thailand. You know, what Ice City? Ice City talk about all that fake stuff from Thailand. Like my fake Yeezys. I had my son cracking up when I came back from Thailand with my fake Yeezys. He said, "Dad, you got some Yeezys?" I said, "Man, these some skeezies. These some breezies." Hold on. One time. I got some. Yeah. Oh, and in my travel wallet. But yeah. Yeah. It's in Peru. Yeah. This is how much box costs. The average price is 100. 100 souls. And 100 souls is $30. This right here, this 100 souls is about $30 or 27.27. You look it up on Google, it's $27. I just say $30 and round it off. Especially when you go into the damn money exchanges. This is the price of box. $27. Now that's street meat. When you go to the casa, guess what? When you go to the casa, it's half of that. You know what I'm doing when I look to the side? I should know where everything is by now. I have my same songs. But what am I looking for? There we go. There we go. Mask off. $27. This is how much box costs. When you go to the casa, it's 50 souls. And 50 souls, I would say it's $15, but it's not $15. It's like $13.50. That's why I don't get caught up in that. And so, travel tip for myself to help me keep a track of what I like to call monopoly money. Because once I stopped dealing with American dollars, American greenbacks, and I traded in for blue, yellow, pink money, it's monopoly money to me. But guess what? Monopoly money is still money. If you run out, you run out, right? So to help me keep a track, I always round it off, and I round it off higher. Even if it's $1 or $2, I round it off higher. That helps me keep track. So 100 souls, I just always mentally call this $30, but it's really $27. So 200 souls, what I would think 60 is really 54. It's really 54. I didn't say 60, but it's really 54. 300 souls, what I would think is like 90, not even. It's like 80 something, right? Our U.S. currency, 3-1. 3-1. And I said before in my lives when I was in country that's interesting because Brazil money is 5-1. Brazil money, the Brazilian real or real, because you can say real or you can say real, right? Figure it out. The Brazilian real or real is 5-1, but the Peruvian, I like that word, Peruvian flake, the Peruvian soul is 3-1. So it's actually a stronger currency. And that's why it's a big influx of other surrounding neighboring Latin people come to Peru because Peru currency is relatively strong down there, right? Now, of course, it's not as strong as the U.S. mighty dollar, but it's relatively strong. And again, Peruvian currency is stronger than Brazil. So a lot of people go to Peru. And this is why you get all the different chicas. A lot of Venezuelans. But Venezuelans go everywhere, right? Shout out to Venezuelans. They will travel. The fuck. You get the Venezuelans, you get the Colombians, you even get the Ecuadorians. You get a mixture down there. You get a mixture. It's one of the same reasons why you had that big mixture in Panama. You know, Panama uses the U.S. dollar, right? Shout out to the women there, though, right? But Panama uses the U.S. dollar. And so a lot of women, they go, even the Brazilians, some Brazilian chicks go to Panama, right? To trap, you know, to sell their box or whatnot. You'll find that in places where the currency is stronger. Where the currency is stronger, the hoes will travel. Oh, man. So it's a trip, man. This is a very intricate type thing we have. The hoes travel from their home country to another country with stronger money, and the bros, we travel from our home country with strong money to go somewhere where the currency is weaker so we can have access to more hoes. Oh, man. It's like a symbiotic relationship. It's a symbiotic. We are Venom. Oh, man. What we got going on? There we go. We lit up. I was running my mouth talking. I got a few super chats. Keep them coming. Shout out to Uncle D, Blizzard King, Dennis Sperling. I love it when he say, pay me for my time. I don't know. Yeah, he said it before. Y'all do know Uncle D is a millionaire, right? I can't even call him a soft millionaire at this point. Uncle D got a couple M's. Ooh, I think he said that. I think he said that out loud. I mean, he told me. I think he said he's a millionaire with a couple M's. And this millionaire YouTuber still says, pay me for my... But you know what? That's the thing about money. People with money, they realize time. Time is your biggest asset. Time. You can make more money, but time. And so people with money, people with resources, they understand that, right? So that's why Uncle D, millionaire, be like, pay me for my time. So yeah, I'm up here. Send the super chats in, man. What we got? First one, $2. Slick Roll. Your trip had convinced me to go to Peru solo. Yeah, you can do it. I'm living proof. I did it. And went to the hood. On top of that, I didn't go to Miraflores. And that's where you're supposed to go. Now, that being said, you know, because this was always my thing about, even before, you know, on some other shit, of what Lima, Peru remind me of. Lima, Peru reminds me of very much so like Bogota. I'm like, damn, it's Santa Fe area of Bogota. Carbon copy. 85, 90-ish%. It makes sense, you know, once you cross over the railroad tracks, go that far down in South America and cross over the railroad tracks, of course, a lot of stuff is going to be almost the same, right? You know, you look around and say, this one is just like the other one. Very much so like Santa Fe. There's two reasons why I never put Santa Fe on this channel. And I love it. The main reason, I didn't want niggas to do the DR effect and go there and blow it up and mess up the prices. That's like number one. But a real close number two was it's safe. I mean, I heard all the bullshit before I first went to Bogota. I heard it all. And that's why I did my research. But I just went anyway. And I was lit. And people embraced me. And I was turning up. But I realized it was cool for me. I didn't feel no danger or nothing. But even the thought, the aspect of It can be some danger, maybe. I don't want to put it out there because I don't want that on me, right? My thing is, I'll do what I do and I'll show you and I'll tell you, but basically, some of it is don't try this at home, kids type shit, right? And if so, when I put my word out there, when I put my word, because I'm like E.F. Hutton, everybody listen, I do want other people to be as safe as humanly possible. Just because I put myself in situations, I'm a big dude, right? I'm a big dude. I carry myself a certain way. People who meet me in real life and my size and my energy can kind of see. And, I'm prayed up, hallelujah, all the shit. And I take chances and I take risks, but I'm smart and calculated. I'm not a goofy. I'm not dumb. All that being said, blah, 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 I will feel a way if I tell somebody, hey, man, go here and it's lit, and then they get knocked upside the head, I will feel a way. So when I'm in some places and I'm checking out the scene, because I'm from where? I'm from the hood. I'm from Oakland. I'm checking out. I'm peeping the scene. And I see how some stuff could be shady if somebody wasn't really on it. And then everybody's different, bro. I don't drink like that. I don't get inebriated. I like to fuck. I fuck hoes. Y'all know why I travel. I tell you why I travel. And everybody's mind is not quite the same. Shout out to them. Some people move a little goofy. J. Rello. Some people move kind of weird, Floyd. So just because I go somewhere and I'm cool and I'm lit, the next man can go somewhere, but that can always happen though, right? That can always happen. So at the end of the day, I know I got to stop overthinking it. So my official Big Boss official recommendation would be probably when you first go, maybe stay in Miraflores. But then again, how can I tell somebody stay in Miraflores and I didn't even stay there? Just because it's supposed to be safer, right? Who knows? I tell somebody stay in Miraflores and they get scoped, they get robbed and all the shit in Miraflores, and I told them to go. So you can't fucking win. You can't fucking win at the end of the day. But on some real shit, because I'm a real ass nigga, I be wanting bros to be safe, man. I want bros to be safe overseas. I want everybody to do like I did today. And as much as I travel, I like this aspect. I like the James Bond aspect. When I come back home, when I put my key in my door and come back into my apartment, made it. God bless America. I done flew way over there. Thank God the plane didn't crash. The plane didn't land upside down, whatever the fuck that was about, right? A couple weeks ago, in the beginning of the year when Trump first got in, the planes, helicopter running, all this crazy stuff, right? With the plane situation, overseas, didn't get scoped. A moto didn't run up on me on a motorbike while I'm walking down the curb, and the motorbike jumped the curb and snatched my phone. And I don't wear this out of country, all the shit. None of that shit. Get into a fight with a chica in the hotel room, and the police come and clink, and they extort me for all my little money I got. None of that happened. I make it back. I love that aspect. So I'll be wanting people to be safe. I want people to be safe overseas, man. That being said, I was cool where I was at in Mega Plaza. We're going to get into it. Let me scroll down. I see a lot of comments, but I'm going for super chats. Italian Stallion, a.k.a. the Gangster Bankster. I hope you haven't taken any more losses, big boy. I'm going to talk about it. I'm transparent, man. I'm going to talk about it. Even when I take a loss, I don't take a loss, man. Propaganda. When Big Boss take a loss, it's a learning lesson. So it's never a loss. That's real convenient, huh? That's what they call that plot armor. You guys, in the comic books and shit like that, that's called plot armor. I never take a loss. Superman never loses. Plot armor, well, except the Doomsday, but then he come back to life. Yeah, so we're gonna get into that. But shout out to Italian Stallion. I know what kind of losses you talking about, man. And I gotta, you know me and my crazy. So I got a crazy story I'm gonna share with you guys. It just actually my last interaction shortly before I left to get on the plane. Ay. Razor. Yeah. Shout out to the homie Razor, who was a no-show. I'm gonna get with you, man. Thank you for the $5. I'm gonna get with you. We definitely gonna do it, but I don't know about quite tomorrow because I go back to work. We will get your Peru review in front of the Rays crew. Yeah, in front of the Rays crew is 4 times my crew. You know, shout out to Rays. So that's what it is. I would do it in front of the Rays crew, but most likely not tomorrow, Rays. But I will get with you. We're definitely going to do it, but I don't know about quite tomorrow because I'm back on the hamster wheel, right? Matter of fact, guys, when I end this stream, I'm going to work tonight to my night job, right? I text my partner and told him to hold up. I want to do a stream right quick before I come in. And, you know, they're cool with it. They're like, man, welcome back. We glad you made it back safe. Take your time, do your stream. So I was getting paid while I was gone. You know, I was getting paid while I was gone. And not on no vacation time. Just on some time. Hello, my boss might see this. I was getting paid while I was gone. So, yeah. Hook up. Teamwork make the dream work, baby. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, shit. If I wasn't going to work, I'd take a shot of something. If I wasn't going to work after this stream, I would take a shot of something. Shout out to Mr. Taj. Oh, man, you coming through like Mailman 17. Mailman 17, where you at? $50. No question, no comment. Just the love of the game. Appreciation, man. Shit. You waking me up now. I'm gonna have to text my coworker to tell him he gotta hold on a little bit longer, man. He gotta hold up shit. You pay me just about an hour's of work. You pay me almost about an hour of work right there. So YouTube get 30%. YouTube, yeah. So at the time YouTube get it, yeah, that's about an hour of work for me right there, what you just paid me. So you definitely just booked another hour for everybody else. But yeah, right? That's what I'm talking about. So the internet, so all these questions, let me run through some of these questions, man. I know you guys got a lot. In the black travel space, not a lot of us have been to Peru yet. Not a lot of us. Shout out to the greats. Check and Effect obviously been there. I believe International Zoe been there. And I know of some others. Because I remember when we was me and Ray were doing our stream, there was a few bros in the comments that said they actually had went. I'm like, wow, that was interesting. So a few bros have went. But even then, almost all of them have went to where? Miraflores. And that's where you're supposed to stay. As a gringo, you're supposed to stay in Miraflores, right? It's specifically set up for tourists and foreigners. It's so-called safer. It's nicer infrastructure, cleaner streets. And that's where you're supposed to go. Well, Big Boss did. I went off the beaten path. And I was looking at all the Lima clips, Lima travel videos to see where all the holes was. I said, I'm going to stay there in the middle of the action. Just like I did in Bogota, Santa Fe. Stay in the middle of the action. And so normally the calculus is right? Across the board, normally the calculus, the closer you are to the holes, the closer you are to the action, the comfort level goes down a little bit. The infrastructure go down a little bit. Safety kind of fluctuates a little bit. But basically, you're just, so when I say hood, where we get the term hood from, hood basically comes from what? Neighborhood. And so where I was at wasn't necessarily depressed. I was in the hood, but I wasn't in the ghetto. If that makes sense. I was in the hood, but I wasn't in the ghetto. I wasn't in a slum, right? I wasn't in a slum. I wasn't in the ghetto. I was just in a neighborhood with regular folks. Bodegas, all this shit. Families, little kids, old lady, people walking around, shopping mall, McDonald's. I was in the neighborhood. I was cool. Now I was the only gringo. Definitely the only black gringo, but I was in a neighborhood. So it wasn't like I was staying in the slums and in the ghetto. Difference. They got them out there too. But no, that's not where I was at. So I think sometimes we get this thing that hood automatically means ghetto. I wasn't in the ghetto. And matter of fact, where I was at, like Bogota, Santa Fe, heavy police presence, man. There's no time when I turned my head, I did not see 1, 2, 3 more police. It is police heavy, man. Police on motorbikes, mostly. Police on motorbikes, and a few police walking the beat, like they used to back in the day here. But the police on motorbikes, man. And the police like a little gang. Man, walk down the streets, man. Police, they be all ganged up, be a bunch of them, all like in a group, in a circle. Then they just all kind of spin off and go here and there. So very heavy police presence, and most of those police be on them damn motorbikes, which makes sense because they can get in and out that crazy ass traffic, and they can go after the moto. So one dude was telling me, I said this on my stream, that's in country. The dude who ran one of the biggest brothels out there, Las Emernetas, and that shit was dope. That shit was lit. The dude who ran it, not who owns it, but the dude who runs it and manages it, is actually a Peruvian from the Bay Area, from the Bay. Speak perfect English. He was just chopping it up. That was the only full English I heard that whole trip. That was the only full English my ear heard that whole trip for like 6 days. This is weird. Talk about immerse yourself in the culture. I immerse myself in the culture and I don't even speak much damn Spanish. But yeah, me and this dude from the Bay Area, he said he lived like 7 years in Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa, that's kind of up north from here, kind of by Marin, where Tupac and his mom lived, before he became Tupac. Marin is near Santa Rosa area. And so me and him was chopping it up. And he was just impressed with me. He was like, yeah, you out here by yourself? I said, yeah. You heard about this place? He said, yeah. He said, okay. He said, just be careful, just be safe. You seem like a big guy. You handle yourself well. I saw how you was. Me and him was talking after I was leaving the brothel when I was waiting for my Uber. He was outside, smoking a cigarette, talking with his security and whatnot. And then me and him was chopping it up. He said, just know that there do be some robbings out here, but normally when it's a robbing out here, they're normally the guys on the moto. When he said that, you know who I thought of. Damn it, raise. I said, not the motos. He said, yeah, the guys be on the motos. So I said, the motos? I was kind of being funny, but I was serious. Said, they got that out here too? I said, and I said this on purpose. I said, that's like that Colombia shit. That like Colombia Medellin shit, the guys on the motos. He said, yeah, we got that out here. The guys on the motos, just be careful. You said, you should be all right. I said, okay. I said, oh, them damn motos. Beware the motos. So, so I guess they got out there. So he's staying in the neighborhood, right? You're staying in the neighborhood with regular folks, with regular town folks, people, old lady, little kids, couples walking down the street, like 1,000 police everywhere. Now I see why they got a lot of police. I felt safe. Police everywhere. And intermixed with all that, because it's in their culture, hoes. All kind of hoes, man. It's part I was staying in, Mega Plaza Independencia, I say from the wall to the mall. From the wall to the mall. My hotel where I was at, and I'll probably get that information out later time. But in the hotel where I was staying at, 2 blocks up from my hotel was this big old wall, and that's where all the chicks would line up. All the chicks would line up, and they stay on that wall. And further down the street, it's a lot of short time rooms, right? Those chicks on that wall, $27. $27 for all the chicks on the wall. The short time rooms be like 30, 40 stoles. And I don't even know what that is. Y'all can Google that. And then 1 block, like literally behind my hotel, is a shopping mall. We have a shopping mall, and 3 blocks down is a wall. So I called it from the wall to the mall. In that little bubble, I was eating. I was in a target-rich environment. It's like grenade fishing. Like, boop, boop, boop. $27 all day. You go to the brothels are half that. From 100 souls down to 50 souls. From $27 down to $13. Oh, man. Right? And so athlete, and then I give you this. I did 2 brothels. I didn't make it to the 3rd one. The big brothel, Las Serenetas, 2 floors, 150 rooms, 100 plus girls with live shows and all the shit. 50 souls at the big casa. At the smaller casa, Lo Camina, 40 souls. Wow. 10 souls left. I don't even know what that is. Google. Because if the 50 souls is $13.50, if 50 souls is $13.50, what's 40 souls? $11, $12? I don't know. $9.99. Are you out of your mind? Probably $10. I don't know. With prices like that, you can't go wrong. I would feel like the biggest doofus hating on a place where box is $30 or $27. Where box is $15 or $13.50. I would feel like the biggest whatever. And yet, I do have some minor gripes. Minor. Right? No place is perfect. Even Thailand. Well, Thailand might be kind of perfect. Just far. And they got lady boys. But I do have a few gripes. But before I get into my gripes, $30, man. You can't be mad at $30. I don't give a fuck about whatever. Yeah, now you can be mad at $15. God damn it. The price is so cheap. Just get you another one. Hell, go to 3 or 4 of them. Go to 3 or 4 of them before you find one that really vibes with you, right? Now, when you're an older dude, even if you are in good shape, even if you're handsome, you know what I'm saying? You're handsome in good shape, but you're an older dude, and I don't care how you look. Your body is your body, right? Wherever you at, there you are. Your body is your body. Even if you look like you're 35, your body gonna make you feel like you're 60, right? In that heat. So practically, sometimes some probably can't do 3 or 4 a day. Like they could just 7 years ago. Oh man, somebody's getting old. God damn it. 2018. What happened to the 2018 Prime Boss? Damn. 2018 was Prime Boss? Even then, I was like 45. Well, no, damn, I was old then. Shit. Damn, I'm old, right? I'm an old man. I was 46, 47. I was 46, 47, knocking down 3, 4 a day for a total of 23 chicas. Oh, man. That's how Boss made my bones. Oh, that's how Big Boss became a legend. 2018, 23 chicas. At 47, now I'm 53. Great shape for 53, but I'm 53 nonetheless, right? In that hot heat. Peru is hot. Woo. So that's good. So too bad I wasn't by a beach because it is hella hot out there and I didn't go to a beach. So yes, when it's cheap, when the prices are cheap, you can run them in and out. What is $30 or $15 going to do when it's $13 and $27? You can run it in and out. But even within that, you have a finite ability to smash so much. So you don't have time to be testing out 3, 4, 5 a day till you find the one that you like, the one that gives you the BBJ right and do everything right, because your body can only do so much. So that was my main gripe. My main gripe is, for whatever reason, people say it's you, boss. It's you. Bossy, I could not get the bbbj as often, as readily, and easy as I wanted. It's almost as it's not almost. It is a thing there where that is not common. It goes down. It happens, especially when you pay more, right? But guess what? Then also, now that $30, that $27, now can turn into like almost 50 US. That $13 turns into $40, right? Still relatively cheap. But then it kind of loses some of the umph, because that $30 or 27, that 15 or 13.50, that's for everything covered. Oh man, no. We don't want everything covered. Not everything. Not the sloppy toppy, man. Not the sloppy. We don't want everything covered, right? And that's for half an hour for the most part. So for the $30, it's 30 minutes. You say $1 a minute or less, 27. The casa, where it's $15 or $13.50, that's 20 minutes. The casa is 20 minutes. When you're in a brothel, it's $15 for 20 minutes. Street meat, average price, $30, 30 minutes. Now, the best value, well, it's a casa, but the best value for me, what I found, and actually I did this way more than casa, is the damn website. I tell you the website. I would kind of show it to you, but even on the front ads, some of the very first pictures of the girls are just butt naked. Boom. So I can't show it on here. But Skoka works out there. I looked at it. I didn't get no chicks off of Skoka. SKOKKA, Skoka. You know, Skoka works all through South America. The one I use called Photokines. 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 And it's kind of ran by the same company that, you know, that does the one for Brazil. The one for Brazil is Photo Acampa. And you see, like, the website is like, it's set up the same way. So I guess the photo is the same. The one in Brazil is Photo Acampa. And the one for Lima specifically, it even has the Lima colors, is Photokines. Photokines, and the one for Brazil is Photo Acampa. So in Lima, it's Photokines. PHOTOKINES. If you got two devices or another tab, you can go to it right now and see what I'm talking about. I would show you, but even when you go to it and you see the girls' ads, their classified ads, A lot of them, their very first picture, they could be butt naked. Some of them. Other ones, their first picture, are clothed. When you tap it, you go into it, and it might have several pictures you scroll through. Then some of the other pictures are naked. Some girls, because they trapping hard, some girls, their very first picture is butt naked. So I can't show you, but it's photo counts. I trapped heavy off the website. I trapped heavy. I did the website more than the brothel, and I did the brothel more than the street. Why? Because with the website, you tend to get better quality. You get the constant quality. So out of the three, from what I saw, you had some nice ones on the street. You did. You had some nice ones on the street. But the better quality was actually in a brothel, in a casa, more than the street. Makes sense, right? The better quality was in the brothel more than the street. But on the website, you had just about that same level of brothel quality or better for a little bit higher price. So now we're getting into 150 souls or 200 souls. And again, 200 souls is not even 60. 200 souls is $54. So for $54, you basically get an Instagram baddie. You get an Instagram baddie. So for you guys are sticking around, I will show you something. I guess I can get away with it. Can I get away with it? YouTube, we gonna see. I might put this on members. I mean, she's not naked. She's not naked. $54. That quality, $54. Which is 200 souls. That one right there was 150 souls. So little, I don't even know. And I had them over and over like that. Like I said, I probably did too much right there. I probably did too much right there. Oh, she took a picture there. I probably did too much right there. Yeah, damn. But what I'm saying is, so for me, the websites was where it was at. You get them, hit them off the website. Now, I'm going back and forth in Spanish, right? So I have to. It was kind of tedious. I have to go into my translator. Everything she said, copy and paste, translator. I type out what I type in English, copy and paste, Spanish, back and forth, 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 back. What hotel? What room? Boom, 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 back and forth, back and forth. I want the bbbj. Okay, see Claro. Boom, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, that's an additional 50 souls. Okay, whatever. Back and forth, back and forth. Boom. Next thing you know. So yeah. Boss is lit. Oh shit, I got some more. What we got? No, I don't. Those are the pay jumping. Yeah, okay, you went. Yeah, you went. I'll put it I'll type it. I know you Negroes, y'all gonna go to it. Y'all gonna, if y'all click off, come back. Y'all niggas gonna click off. Y'all niggas gonna click off. You know me, I don't care, but it's just, YouTube takes shit down. Hold on. That's what it is. And Brazil's is similar. Brazil's is photo acampa. And Lima's is photo kinds. And like you can tell, I could tell it's like set up the same way. So I guess it's the same company. The same company must be photo. And maybe they have it for even different countries. See that? Well, this one. Okay, this first picture is not too bad. See? Damn. Can't even show that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this first picture, at least she halfway closed. So, yeah. Photo kind. Right? Yeah, there you go. Photo kinds. You'll blur the face out. And if you go there and just start scrolling, like I say, the very second one, boom, couldn't show that. I guess I could show this. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna show you one of them. Ooh, wow. I didn't see this ad when I was there. I had a few on here. I had a few. Let's see. Oh, I had this one. This one's in the hot tub with me. All right. Yeah. Well, this should be okay because she's. So this, I had her. She was in the hot tub with me. This one right here. She's Venezuelan. I hit up her ad. Venezuelan woman ready to satisfy all your passionate desires. Click it. Well, she's smart. Well, yeah, she's smart. Okay. Most of her pictures, I can kind of show this. She has no butt naked pictures in her ad. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show all of her shits. Because she has no butt naked ones. So YouTube shouldn't trip that hard. But yeah, this one. 19 years old. 19-year-old Venezuelan. I had her in a hot tub. Yeah. Yeah. She's kind of modest right there. But some of these hoes, man, some of these hoes, they full naked on the what's the name? You know, trapping hard. So I had a bunch off that website, man. Like her, she was 150. Most of them was 150. Now I ended up funny. For me, I ended up giving the 200 for what? The bbbj, an extra 50. And the 50 is $15. So but not even $60. So for $60, you're getting that kind of quality for $60. And for the hour. So actually it's weird. It comes down to be the same as the street meat with better quality. Because the street meat will charge you 100. They'll charge you 100 souls, which is $30 or 27, 100 for 30 minutes, and 200 for an hour. But better quality on the website is 150 for an hour. Make it make sense. Does it make sense? Doesn't make sense. It's like these street hoes, you're almost pricing yourself out, and it's running because I only did one street hoe, but I did it twice. And the second time I did that street chick, all raw. She got the boss sauce. She got the boss sauce in her gut. Yeah, she was a trip. She was cracking me up. She wanted to get in my hot tub so bad. I told her the second time she come over, we was going to get in a hot tub, but I lied. We didn't. When she came over the second time too, she was just leaning over all in the hot tub, and I lifted up her skirt and all stuff. But now we just did it. And yeah. So basically what I'm saying, you can have it with them kind of prices. It's like build a hoe, build an experience. You can have it any kind of way. When it's $30 street meat, $15 brothel, $60 website. Mix and match. You want to do 3 a day, 4 a day? Hey, you want to have one each? Start your day off with a street meat, then go to the brothel, because the brothels, they be having live shows and shit, and that shit was crazy. Both brothels I went to had different type of live shows, and those live shows is crazy, man. Go to the brothel where they have a live show. You can drink your beers or your Smirnoffs or whatever. You drink your beers, you watch the live show, girls shaking their ass on stage on some real player shit while you watching the show, drink your beers or whatever, and then go to the room, knock on one of the doors and dip off in a room for $15 or $13.50. And then when you make it back to your B&B or hotel at midnight, 1 in the morning, some of them girls on the website, they be trapping 24 hours. Some stop around 1, 2, or 3. Street meat is still out. Street meat don't go home till at least about 3 or 4 in the morning. So, matter of fact, that's what I did. The first and only street meat I got that first street meat after the brothel, and we're talking like 1:30 in the morning. Because I left the brothel at like 1 a.m. And I got back to the hotel around 1:30. And so the street is still jumping. I walked out to buy me like some little street food from the street vendors. I hope that was chicken. I don't know what the hell it was, but it tasted good. They give you a little plate of like one spoonful of rice, a handful of fries. They give you a little bit of salad, and they put a big piece of strange fried meat on top for 14 souls. I don't even know how much 14 souls is, man. I don't know. And I didn't have I'd like pull out 20 souls and 50 souls, and they give me the change back. And I mean, one time I paid for one of those little plates, and I knew better. But all I had with one of these, and he acted like I gave him $1 million. Dude, this is only $27. It's only $30, right? It's only $30. It's $27. He acted like I gave him $1 million. Man, it took him forever to give me my change. For a minute, I almost thought they was going to try to play me and not give my change back. But I said, nah, they see the guns. They're not that great. Man, he went to a fellow street vendor, and then another fellow street vendor pulled their money together, came back, gave me my money, and gave me hella coin. The most coins I ever got back. I'm like, wow. Oh man, it was lit. Anyway, my first street meet was when I got back from the casa. And that was like 2 in the morning. She was walking. I just pulled her to the side. She didn't speak no English. I didn't speak no Spanish. I pulled out my phone, text. She's like, see, yeah. And she was like pointing to like one of the short time. There's nothing but short time rooms there. I said, no, I got my own room right there. She came went upstairs. 100. One of these for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And she gave me the bbbj. So when she came back the second time, I gave her 2 of these, and everything was raw. Busted her up. I had fun. So what I'm saying is, the good thing with the cheap prices, you can't go wrong with the cheap prices, man. With those kind of cheap prices, you can have it your way. Because everybody's different, right? Everybody's body is different. Some people are younger and more shape, right? Some people, like to kick it and chillax a little different. The one thing, though, I couldn't really catch the vibe the way I wanted to. I couldn't catch a vibe. Now, the most obvious elephant in the room, language barrier. But believe it or not, it's crazy. No, I'm talking to old DR. Old 2018, 2019, before pandemic DR. I spoke even less Spanish than I do now, which is still none. I was able to sometimes sort of kind of catch a vibe, even with a Sasua chick, believe it or not. I'm even amazed now after the fact. But DR was kind of different before the pandemic. But here, I wasn't able to quite catch a vibe. Almost all the chicks, especially the website chicks, website, the one street chick, so that's only one. The few chicks at the brothels, right? But that's an establishment. It's a short time. It's only 20 minutes, right? It's 50 souls for 20 minutes in a brothel. What kind of vibe? But even the website chicks for the whole hour, that's business. I wasn't able to really catch a vibe per se. So, like I did with Kenya. So I saw it wasn't a super chat, but when I was scrolling through the super chats and I need some more coming in, I'm gonna end it soon. Right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So that's what the street food was then. 14 souls. Yeah. 14 souls. For the 14 souls, you get a platter 1 scoop of rice, a handful of French fries, some salad, and a piece of fried meat. Well, I don't know what I was eating. And I will say, my stomach is not all the way fucked up, but, and this could be because my very first time in the country, I got a slight touch, a twinge of something going on with my stomach from eating the food. Now I heard that in a Telegram group I'm in, because I'm in the Telegram group of the guy whose videos I was playing, Lima Travels. The guys in that Telegram group was talking about that. They were saying even you got to be careful of the ice, right? Because like in Mexico, don't drink the water. They said even the ice, you got to be careful of the ice that be in your drink sometimes, because the ice, is frozen from that water. Some guys say you got to be careful from the faucet water brushing your teeth. And I did that, right? Come on, man. Sometimes it's a catch-22, depending on how I feel. And maybe I should have. There's been times in some countries where I would use bottled water. I would use bottled water to brush my teeth. This time I was lazy. I didn't use bottled water to brush my teeth. And when I went out, when I had my few little mixed drinks or whatnot, I had their ice. So I don't know. And I definitely ate their street food. Especially the street food for 14 souls. Right? The rice, French fries, salad, and a piece of mystery meat for 14 souls. And so thank God I already knew to bring some Imodium ADs, right? Imodium ADs work big time. So I do have a little, even now, I have a slight little tinge. I know it'll be gone in a day or two. So just be careful of that. Be mindful of that. Now, that being said, sometimes it takes your body a while to get used to it. Like most of the places I went to, I've been a couple times. Like DR, I've been to DR 5 times. Thailand 6 times. Brazil 5 times. I even did Colombia 3 times. This was my very first time. So maybe my gut biome, my body had to get used to their food for the first time. But guys in my Telegram group, they did speak about that. So that's on me. But it's okay. It's okay. It didn't take me out the game, but it's noticeable. You definitely notice too much information. Your number 2 going to come out different. Your stomach going to feel a little different and feel away. It is what it is. But okay, there we go. Keep them coming. Even at $2, keep them coming. Show me respect for my time, man. Show me respect for, like Uncle D say, pay me for my time. Really for the game. Costs hundreds of dollars to book a flight. It only costs a couple of bucks to soak up the information for free. Well, whatever. Man, I got to get there. Yeah. Yeah, you went to the site? Yeah, you the same way? Yeah. You can't complain, man. You can't complain. Even if everything is not going to be 100% to your liking, you still kind of can't complain, right? So I kind of feel like a tool. Not a fool, but I kind of feel like a tool if I do too much complaining. When I'm safe, nobody touched me. I didn't even really feel that energy. I'll be honest, I didn't even feel the energy. And trust me, I could look out for it and I can sense it. Okay? I can sense it. I didn't even feel that energy. Nobody touched me. I was in and out. I did what I did. I'm right back here safe. It was all readily available. And it really was just on me. And I said that on one of my streams when I was at Starbucks, right? Drinking my coffee. When I was at Starbucks. I said sometimes, it's a mental, psychological thing sometimes. My jacuzzi. And shout out to the homies who put me on to the hotel. And they said the same thing. They said, man, we had that same room. Man, we didn't use that jacuzzi one time. And I'm almost as bad. I only use it one time with that chick I just showed you. Her off the website with her. When you have it right there readily available, sometimes you don't trip on it. You don't trip on it. It's right there. You see the jacuzzi. Anytime you feel like it, you can go put the stopper in, turn the water, start filling up, wait till it starts filling up. You got to keep checking it. And it always gets too hot, right? It always gets too hot. No matter what you do, it gets too hot. You know, so you kind of checking it as the water come out. It's kind of warmish. You put your hand in there. It's kind of warmish. And then, you know, you figure, you know, you want it hotter. So you put some more hot in. Then you put some cold in. And then when it finally gets way up to that level above all the jets, you push the button and the jets, you put the soap in, you get in, like, goddamn. When you have something readily available, sometimes you kind of don't trip. You're not tripping because it's always there. Anytime you want to, I can take the time, 20, 30 minutes, however long it takes, to fill up that big ass jacuzzi. When I want to, I can go do it. But because I have it there, I don't trip. Same thing when I was in that rich environment with all those damn cheapers, especially all that street meat walking around. All that street. I'm surprised my own self, I wasn't on it more. I'm surprised my own self, my numbers wasn't higher. Dude, my numbers could have been way higher. Okay, I don't have my travel wallet. I got my money in here. My money's in my travel. I came home with more money than I thought, and kind of unconverted into their currency. I came home with a good little amount of souls. So my numbers definitely could have been through the roof. There's no reason my numbers could not have been Danner like my very first 2018 Sasua numbers. Because when I went to Sasua back in 2018, one of the reasons why I was able to hit that high number of the 23 cheapest in 10 days, back then the price was 1,500 pesos, 2,000 pesos, 3,000 pesos was overnight. 3,000 pesos was overnight from a 7 or 1 hour from a 9 or a dime from a Santo Domingo dime. That was 3,000 pesos. That was $60. 3,000 pesos, $60 was overnight for a 7 or 1 hour with a Santo Domingo 9 or dime back then. And so because that price point, I was able to have 3 a day. Now, when you go to DR, a 6 or a 7 was 4,000 or 5,000 pesos for an hour. $100, Poppy. $100. No, I'm not gonna do it. So that price point. Well, we're talking $15 brothel, $30 street, or $60 website. $54 bucks. Them numbers should have been through the roof. And I came back with money. But for whatever reason, I'm older now. A lot of you guys are not bossy boss age. So have at it, young man. Rumble, young man, rumble. You know what I'm saying? Some of you Thundercats, some of you young, what you call you young niggas, YN. Some of you YNs can run it up. Some of you YNs can run it up. Rumble, young man, rumble. I'm an old nigga. That heat ain't no joke. It is hot out there. And that's a good thing. Good and a bad thing. You got to stay hydrated. You got to make sure you stay hydrated. And they push electrolyte drinks out there heavy, and I see why. So, you know, they push the Gatorade, but they push their own version of Gatorade, different versions of like electrolyte drinks because it's hot. You regularly see people, ladies, walking around with the sun umbrellas, right? No cloud, no rain in sight, but they got an umbrella. It's hot. Everybody always try to be in the shade, try to stick to shade. That direct sunshine ain't no joke. I don't know if I got any darker. Somebody said in my comments when I was out there, some of the people, they don't want to get no darker. Because, you know, some of the Latin countries, they got that colorism shit bad. They got colorism bad. They don't want to be dark. So but it's hot. So just keep that in mind when you go to Lima, Peru. Yes, certain times of the year, but I hear year round is pretty much like that. But definitely around this time, hella hot. It's very hot. So I don't know if that heat played a part in it. Because that heat can sap your energy, bro. You don't kind of think about it, but it can. And athletes and stuff deal with that too. So yeah, the environment, that heat can just sap your energy. And it's hot. It's like hot. So stay hydrated. I was knee deep in the middle of the mix. And so because I was right there, the sights, sounds, and smells, I was in the middle of the mix. For a weird psychological reason, I wasn't like thirsty as I could have been because I'm like right there. I know whenever I want to, I can go out there. It's like picking fruit. You, $30. You, $30. 9 so Ubers from where I was at to get to the casas wasn't even 10 souls. Almost every time it was consistent. Well, it was like 8 souls, 9 souls, 10 souls, 11 souls, 9 souls, whatever that is. I guess you can look it up. $2, $3. I don't know. Pull up my Uber. 9 souls to get to the casa. Smash the chick for 50 souls. Right? $13. Make it make sense. And with all of that, I did not run my numbers all the way up. And I gotta say, I still think I could have smashed more. Now, this is what I was running into. The good, the bad, the ugly. This is what I was kind of running into. And I didn't like it. So I touched on this, and I'm gonna spin the block. That the bbbj, for me, maybe it's bossy boss. And maybe I harp on it too much. And the chick can sense that, right? A weakness, an Achilles heel. Maybe the chick can sense that. But I harp on it, one, because I want it and I kind of need it. Remember, I'm old. Boss is old. Boss is old, so I need that extra suction. I need the extra suction to pull the blood in the right place, right? I need that suction for the blood. I kind of need that. And I want it when I'm paying. I could not get the bbbj consistent as I wanted. I got it. I did. But it was too inconsistent. Now, you can't really fill away inside the casa in a brothel because that is the real rule. That is the real rule inside the brothel. The brothel, the casa, everything covered. But normally, once you get inside the room, that normally works. Not here. For some reason. And it was uniform across the board. So it made me think, I said, damn. That first casa, the big one, Las Arenetas, with 2 floors, 150 rooms, over 100 girls, 2 floors, live shows, lit, only $15 or $13, 50 souls, 100 girls, 2 floors, all BBJ, all total condom, no BBJ. I'm like, wow, even for extra money. I got with one chick. I said, why not? When in Rome, do like the Romans, right? She was tough too. She was bad. She was Ecuadorian. Yeah, I wish I had some photo, but I probably couldn't throw it anyway. But she was Ecuadorian. And she was checking me out. All the chicks checking me out. One, I was literally the only black guy there. So, and I had chicks, as I'm walking in with the security was about as big as me. Actually, security had me by an inch. He is the biggest Peruvian, but I don't know if he was Peru, guy I seen down there. Because most guys down there are not even 6 feet. They're not even 5'10". This one security dude, I'm 6'2". He had to be 6'3", 6'4". He was as wide as me. He just wasn't as muscular as me, right? But at 6'4", he didn't really have to be, right? He's 6'4", pretty wide, but I could tell he didn't really lift a lot. You know, when you lift a lot, when you're a person that lifts, you can see it in others. You know, things you look for the shoulder. You look for the shoulders, you know, the shoulders and arms. He didn't really lift a lot, but he was tall. So me and him walking in, I mean, we were turning head. One, I'm turning head. I'm the only black dude in there. I'm the only American, and I'm the only black American. I'm the only black guy, 6'2", walking with their tall security that's 6'4". And me and him walking through. All the girls were looking. And some girls was catcalling, going like this. I made a mental note of that. I said, oh, okay. I'm going to make you eat those words. Balls, literally. So it was cool. You know, and security kind of, you know, he did kind of the most. He kind of like made sure he hung around me because like I was making him look big because I'm already big, even though I'm buffer than him. But I kind of made him look good. So he kind of paraded me around for a while. We made like 2 whole laps. And then he pretty much sit me down at a certain table. And then he kept checking on me. And throughout the night, you know, I put something in his hand so he can get a drink. He look, you know, that's how you do, man. I do security, right? I put something in his hand. That was dope. So it was player, man. Watching the show. And that big costume, the show, one of the shows that I liked, they had some of the same girls that work because it's 100 girls, right? So they put them to use. They had some of the girls go on the stage and dance to different songs. They would dancing to Beyonce songs. And there's one particular act they did. They had 4 girls, and they had like little skippy outfits on, and they all had matching backpacks. They had Dora the Explorer backpacks, and then on the graphics on the screen, they had Dora the Explorer. I said, it's kind of inappropriate, right? Isn't that like a kid show? The little girl that be going around getting lost and finding shit, Dora the Explorer. They had the Dora Explorer on the graphics, and they had these 4 chicks with their asses hanging out wearing Dora Explorer backpacks. They were dancing in unison. I'm like, wow. I'm just drinking my drink. And then, you know, after you have your drinks and whatnot, you can walk around in the rooms. It's lit for 50. So I got with one chick, an Ecuadorian, for 50. So $13.50. And I tried to give her extra. She would not take it. I said, man, you're only making 50, so $13.50. Yeah. Overpaying. One time boss overpay. I'll pay you double. I'll pay you street price. You know, the street is 100, and here you only can charge what you can charge. You only can charge 50. You only can charge 50. The girls in the street get 100. They get 100. You only get 50. She would not do it because I'm black. I don't know, but she was fine. So we did what we did. You know, she sucked on the rubber. She didn't suck on me. That's what the rubber got all the head. She sucked on the rubber. She was sexy when she was down there doing it too. Her butt sticking out while she on her knees sucking on the rubber. The rubber got all the head. It didn't help me a whole lot. We went through the motions. And like Italian said, took a loss. So we went through the motions. We went through the motions, but nothing happened, you know. We just went through the motions. And I paid her. And like I say, that one and done, I'm not really mad because she was sexy. I was there. It was an experience. But I said, after that, no mas. No mas. I'm going to make sure before I go in that room, we're going to understand. If I got to pull out the translator, we're going to understand sucky, sin condom. I know that's Spanish. Sin, without. Sin condom, not con condom. Sin condom, without. Raw head. Natural oral, raw head, blowjob, no condom. bbbj, bareback blowjob. Condom for sex, okay? I get it. Condom for sex, but raw, natural oral. I need the suction in my life. Skin to skin. 4 other chicks all said no. On both floors. I went to both floors. 150 rooms, over 100 girls. Now, yeah, I only asked 4 girls out of like, I guess it still was 96 more. But I want, come on. Now, again, it's that reality shit, right? Technically, there's like, what, 80 and 90 more girls to ask. But in real life, you know, you feel like a tool. Hey, do you do BBJ? Do you stuff dick without a condom? I'm not going to keep doing that, you know, throughout the night. Who knows? By the time I get to like the 4th or the 5th girl, you know, the girl's probably talking. Even though they're on different floors, they still got their phone. Man, you got this gringo, that black guy, the Negro, he wants to suck you no condom, you know, and then I get like, I don't know. Because by the time I got to girl number 4, and maybe it's just me tripping, it seemed like she knew what I was about to ask her. Now, there's no way for me to know that. There's not. There's no way for me to know. And maybe I'm overthinking it, and maybe I'm tripping, and maybe even the boss felt self-conscious. I just got rejected for the BBJ 3-4 times. By the time I went to girl number 4, before I can get it all the way out, it seemed as if she knew what I was about, and she was already, now. Even more money? No. So it was 4 chicks. Well, you should have asked 5. You had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not doing all that. Self-respect, man. Rodney Dangerfield, self-respect. Sometimes you gotta have self-respect. You might not respect yourself, but self-respect. I'm big boss. I'm not gonna be doing all this. I'll take my business elsewhere. But it was dope. So I sat down. I even had one more drink. Before I left, just because I did like the vibe. It was a player vibe. But then I just left. And when I was waiting out front for my Uber, that's when I talked to the manager who's from the Bay Area. I mean, he was chopping it up. And he was telling me about how they operate another smaller brothel. And then he also told me about, just be careful. There is a thing of guys robbing guys on motos type shits. So yeah, that was the first Costa, the big one. And so when I left there and I went back to my room a little after 1 in the morning, by 1:30, and I went to the street to get me the street little 14 soul little street meal. I saw the street chica looking on some DR type shit, wearing red spandex type pants, nice fat little ass on her. Hollered at her. She came to the room for $100. Sold $27 with the BBJ. And I would end up kicking it with her twice. She came on my last day, yesterday. She came on my last day. And this time, with 2 of these, 2 of them, I was all raw. And 2 smashes. And she got the boss sauce in her gut. So there it is, man. I mean, what can you say? What can you say with $30? When the average price is $30, what can you say? Perfect BGM volume level for your live. Other podcasters need to take notes. That's what's up, Arthur Will. That's what's up. Yeah. So what can you say? Is everything? And then you got a trip. I'm a real enough nigga to say everybody's experience can be different. You have a younger dude, flyer dude, in better physical shape. Hey, they might go for it. I mean, maybe they just hating on Bossy Boss. I'm an old man. I mean, I don't think I'm yesterday's news. You know, I know I hold it together to be an OG. You know what I'm saying? Brown, appreciate you, Arthur Will. I know I hold it together to be an OG. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm cool. I get looks, I get compliments that, believe it or not, from ladies, but normally older ladies, like in real life. I do. I had it today. When I got back and went to the stores and I said, oh, you know. So, you know, it is what it is. So, whatever, man, whatever. I don't know. I could not get the bbbj constantly as I wanted. From what I see, the culture down there, the culture is everything covered, even amongst themselves. And that's a good thing, right? So here it is, you know, I have to be on both sides. There are good people. There are good people on both sides. There are good people on both sides, right? There are good people. on both sides. But for me, Bossy Boss, I need that BBJ, man. I need that Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky. Democrat Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky, man. And I wasn't getting the BBJ as often, almost non-existent in the Casa. Almost non-existent. That's to be expected because it's an establishment. It's a brothel. Yeah, normally they will for a little extra change, but technically they're not supposed to. And at the big one, they pretty much honor that for me, right? So I couldn't get the BBJ in the big brothel. When I went to the smaller brothel, Locamina, the first time, I got it with the first chick. I didn't have to ask 4 or 5 chicks. The very first chick I went to, she was with it. I said, okay, the smaller brothel versus the big brothel. Maybe because they have less foot traffic, or maybe these girls, they're about as good quality, almost good quality as the big brothel. Maybe because they're smaller, whatever. The first girl I asked, she was with it. And it's a little cheaper because, again, at the big brothel, the price was 50 souls. At the smaller brothel, the price was 40. A whole 10 souls cheaper, right? From 50 souls to 40 souls for the same 20 minutes. So, it's only 40. I said, okay, so for 40 souls, coupons and condom for 20 more, total 60. D. So quick little upcharge from 40 to 60. Whatever that is, you guys do the math. So for 60 souls, I got the BBJ for a while and the smash. At the smaller brothel. Now, when I went back to the smaller brothel, I did the smaller brothel twice. I did the big one once. And you guys can pretty much guess why. Because I couldn't get the BBJ. You vote with your wallet. You vote with your money. Right? You go where you're appreciated and celebrated and not tolerated. So even though the girls were fine at the big brothel, Las Arenetas, 2 floors, 150 rooms, 50 souls, $15, live shows, the girls looked great. But they would not give up the BBJ, the boss. Maybe they will to you, whatever. But they wouldn't give it up to boss. I couldn't get the raw condom, no blowjob without the condom at the big one, so I never went back. I liked it, and I'm glad. And funny, I'm glad I went because I like the experience. I like the shows. I like looking at the girls. The one girl I did have, she was cute, but sometimes some things are only meant just for once, right? You don't have to do it 50 times and 30 times and 15 times. I did it. I came. I saw. I conquered. It was lit. It was fun. It was an experience. You know, I remember it. It's great. But I'm not going to keep going back. If I can't get what I want, I'm not going to keep going back. So I did the big brothel once, and I did the smaller brothel. I did it twice. Because the first time I got what I wanted with the first chick. You know, when I went back to the smaller casa, when I went the second time, it was similar. Like 3 girls told me no. That one girl that told me, yeah, I didn't see her, but I wasn't going to go back to her anyway. You know, I kind of wanted to, variety. I'm sure they work different shifts, different night. That one girl that I was with at the smaller castle, I didn't see her the second time I went back 2 nights later. 3 other girls in that small casa told me no again. I said, this started to feel like the other place. And that lets me know that basically I got lucky, which is good. Sometimes it can happen, and most times it won't. So you get to know the norm, right? You get to know the floor, the norm. And then I put it all together with how much pushback and different I get. I said, out here, I guess they do everything covered out here. It's not like Brazil, man. In Brazil, And we're not even talking Thailand. Thailand, what is a condom? What is a condom in Thailand? Even for sex, let alone a blowjob. What is a condom in Thailand? In Brazil, even in the official brothels, they don't use rubbers for the oral part. It's like they all know, they're trained. You pull out your junk. Normally they kind of watch it for you, or you take a little shower. After you come out the shower, your junk in their mouth. And once you get good and ready, they roll the condom on for the sex. And I think that's more so for ejaculation, pregnancy type shit, right? And of course, STD, AIDS, disease, but even, you got a trip. Every place has have their own different cultures. The culture is the culture, right? And it's not a good or a bad thing. It is what it is. When you're in Rome, do like the Romans. You got to adapt. But if that's your culture, not to get bbbj, I'm not pretty much going to be too quick to go back. When in Rome, do like the Romans. You have to move and adapt. But if that's your culture and you not giving up BBJs like that, then I might not be too quick to go back and that far, because I need what I need. I vote with my wallet. I need what I need to do what I need to do. I get it. This is your culture. This is how you get down. You want to be safe. I get it. I understand. So again, both sides. Both sides. I see both sides. I see. I really do. Not being facetious. I see both sides. I get it. I do get it. However, boss first. America first. I'm going to put tariffs on your ass. I'm going to put tariffs on the casa. Oh, man. Nah. Boss first. My needs come first. I'm the customer. I'm spending money. My needs come first. My needs and desires, my kinks, my fetishes, whatever I'm trying to get off. So fucking what? I'm spending money. I'm working. You working. I'm the boss. I'm really the boss. The boss. Oh man, I need what I need. I want what I want, right? I want what I want, but I need what I need. If I know my body and too much information, I need to tell you all this because you're working. Old man in my 50s, overweight, couple things going on, bodily things going on, different medications, different diets, working out, trying to get stuff together. If I need the blood flow to go in a certain area, and this is what I need to suck the blood flow. If I need it, I need it. I'm not gonna give you all these explanations. I'm paying you. Suck a raw dick. Suck a nigga dick or something. Fuck with me and get some money. Fuck with me and get some money. Suck a nigga dick or something. If I need you to suck a raw dick so I can get properly hard, then put the condom on. These bitches will suck the dick. Soon as you start to get a little stiff, soon as you get some stiffness, you get a little backbone. Right? The little collagen or the little whatever's up in there, as soon as you start to rise a little bit, the blood start flowing, it wakes up. As soon as you start condom, I said, wait a minute, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? No, I'm not ready. Keep sucking. I'll let you know when it's time. I'll let you know. You're working right now. This is work. You're working right now. Instead of sweeping floors, instead of mopping, instead of flipping burgers, instead of working in a warehouse, in a sweatshop, making tennis shoes or making iPhones, right? Instead of sweating in a place where you're sewing stuff together, this is your job. You're working. Yeah, depending on how you look at it, you got a fun job, a lit job, depending on how you look at it. I don't know, right? I couldn't think about working like that if I was a woman, but I don't know. But this is your lot in life. You're working. This is work. What are you doing? Suck a dick. You're at work. You're working. I'll let you know when it's enough. You don't determine when it's enough. You're not in my body. You're not even a man. You're not a man. You don't have a dick. You don't have a penis. You have a vagina. You're a sex worker. I'm paying you. I pay for 1 hour. I pay for 30 minutes. I pay for 20 minutes. We're barely 5 minutes in and you're reaching for the condom. Am I back in DR South Sewer all over again? Am I back in DR South Sewer all over again? You're at work. You're a sex worker. Work. I tell you when it's enough. Suck that dick. When it's good and hard and ready, then you roll on the condom. In Lima, they call condoms preservatives. So the nickname is pre. Now I always wondered what that pre was because I would see the pre, remember, website, Photocon website, I would see the pre, all services with pre, or pre this, pre. And then I had chicks show up and she talked about pre. I said, what's the pre? And then she pointed. I said, this condom? I said, we call this a condom. In Lima, they call it pre. But they call it pre. I looked it up for preservative. It's basically preservatives, but it's a Spanish word, preservatoros or something like that. Preservatoros, but preservatives. In Lima, they call a condom a pre. That's gang, right? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that till just a few days ago. In Lima, they call condoms pre, P-R-E, pre. They said you working. Suck the dick till it gets hard. When it's good and hard, then you put on the pre. Don't put on the pre if I ain't ready. Oh, man. DJ Panthro, One Eye Willies, fellow Willie, DJ Panthro from Canada, from the 6. Shout out to Canada. We're going to put some tariffs on you, Canada. We're going to put tariffs on you, Canada. Shout out to DJ Panthro, DJ, YouTuber, a fellow Willie, One Eye Willie salute. Out there in Thailand. I think your ass still in, you still in Thailand. You're still in Thailand till next week, right? So you're going to be able to make the group trip. Boss, I might have to make I might have to do a J Rello type fundraiser for the Willie's group trip. Willie's will be going to Cartagena. Willie's are going to Colombia, Cartagena next month. It's kind of back to back. Boss might have to do a fundraiser. See how much I can raise, goddammit. See how much a real nigga can raise. But again, people donate for different reasons. I get it. Some people like to see crash outs, because it's common. It is, end of the day. Shout out to Rello. I was fucking entertained with his fucking antics. I ain't gonna lie. I was entertained with the bullshit. Comedy is comedy. So people donate for different reasons. So I'm gonna test the waters because just coming back, catch up on the bills right fast, and then hurry up and do the trip next month. You laugh. What you laughing for, man? The boss ain't said nothing funny, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know it's something about sucking a raw dick. So, my number one issue with the Lima, Peru, my experience, putting everything together, the days I was there and what I was doing. And in the sex work, instead of when I get it like probably in a natural situation, you speak the language, you can rizz them up. You rizz them up in Spanish, get more of a vibe. Really a regular chick, a non-pro type shit. But within the sex world, which is big and legal out there, within the sex world, everything is pre. That's why they call it preservative. Their mindset is on total condom, which is cool. Shout out to them. Hopefully they got low STD rates and all the shit and pregnancy rates, I guess. That's the culture. The culture is total condom, from what I can see. For me, right? And yes, I was able to work a twist several times. I was. Thank God. I was able to work a twist several times by paying that, but it was like work. It was like really like work. It was not guaranteed. A couple times it fell apart. So I could not get that consistently as I wanted. That being said, the price, $30. $30 box. Most people don't trip on like Bossy Boss and don't even want no condom head. They don't care. It's not an issue for them. It's not an issue. They might like it and they'll mind wanting it, but they don't necessarily need it. They're not 50 plus years old. They're not 50 years old, overweight, high blood pressure, all the shit, things working right and the mechanics working, too much information pause, where you need that natural suction. Some people are not like that. I am. I need it. Now I want it. If I'm paying, I want it, but I technically need it though too. I do. All transparency. For me, I do. And goddamn it, I want it. Man, it don't feel the same. I don't like rubberhead. I don't like rubberhead. I don't like paying for rubberhead. I don't like it. I really don't. I hate it. So it's like both. I hate it and I do need it. I lightweight. I need the natural suction for everything to work right at its best. Sometimes it might can still work right, depending on this, that, whatever, third. Sometimes it can still work, but it's not the same. And I'm trying to have an experience. And everybody's not with it, and that's okay. Then I just find the ones that is, and I do it moving. But it becomes a problem is I don't remember having to go through 8 or 9 chicks to get the one. Then it becomes a little lopsided. 2 or 3 to get the one, okay. Every other one, okay. Even 4 to 1, okay. 7, 8, 9 no's for every yes. That ratio is a little off for me. I get it. That's your culture. Your culture is pre-preservative. Your culture is total condom. You don't like to give raw, natural blowjobs for the most part. So now I got to go out and about my way. And to me, that's the whole thing, the reason why I travel. So that's why I travel. I don't travel for food. I don't travel for the sites. I don't travel. I only travel for that. And to really get that, I need that. And if you don't do that, so then why am I traveling for? But it's $30. So I would not tell someone not to go. I would not tell someone not to go somewhere where price of box is average $30. $30 on the street, 15 in a brothel, or 60 on the website. I would not tell somebody not to go. And again, because your experience could be different. You might get BBJs all day long. I don't know. And then even if you don't, right? I like shout out to the guys in my Telegram. But bro, it's only $13. Just run a few of them till you find the ones that do. Yes. Technically on paper, yes, you are correct. It's only $13.50. It is. Or $27. You're right. But in that high heat, and then just mentally dealing with them, and then going back and forth, because you don't speak the language, so you're using a translator, and you're going back and forth from translator, and it's hella hot, and you're dealing with 2 and 3 and 4 of them, and all that. By the time you do all that, can someone suck a raw dick? The big one, Las Serenetas. This should have been a super chat, but I done said it so many times already. Normally, and I'm about to end this. We're right at the 2 hours. The super chats have dried up. I haven't got a super chat in a while. I've been rocking for 2 hours. I still have to go to work, even tonight. I still have to go to work. Got to take this off, put on my uniform, and go to work out the rest of my shift tonight, even though I'm getting paid for the whole shift. Shout out to my co-workers. You know what I'm saying? Hook up. Teamwork, make the dream work. So I'm on the clock now. I'm getting paid now. I'm trying to get paid double. But this on some respect type shit. I told him when I come in the country, I did tell him when I come in the country, I'm gonna do a quick live, and I'm gonna slide to work. And so the super chat stopped, so I'm about to stop. But I said it. The big one, Las Serenetas, Lima, Peru. La Serenetas. And then the smaller one is La Comina. COLMENA. La Comina. There's another one called Geishas. I heard it was 3. Then somebody told me it was 5. And so I don't know about that, but someone told me it's 5 of them. I went with the knowledge it was 3. And I didn't make the third one, but I did 2 of them. And the smaller one I did twice. So I only went to 2 of the casas. The big one is La Serenetas. And La Serenetas is 2 floors. It's 150 rooms, over 100 girls. They have live shows. That's La Serenetas. And the smaller one is Lo Camina. Lo Camina. Yeah. And at the big brothel, the Las Serenetas, is 50 souls. So there's 10 souls to get in. Again, however much that much is. I don't even know how much that is. It's 10 souls to get in. And the girls are 50 souls for 20 minutes. At the big one, Las Serenetas. At the smaller casa, Lo Camina, is 5 souls to get in. It's only 5 souls, and the girls are 40 souls. However much that is, I don't even know. Right? I don't even know. The smaller one, Lo Camina, if it come in. If it comes in. If it comes in. Okay, somebody told you get big. Yeah. But that's the smaller one. Lo Camina. The real shit. Screenshot this. Hold on one sec. At least for the smaller one. But yeah, that's what it is, man. So again, I can't be mad with the price. You can't be mad. La Comina. La Comina. That's the smaller one. It's 5 souls. It's 5 souls to get in, and the girls are 40 souls. La Comina. The big one is La Serenetas. It's lit. I was there. It's box all over the place. Name your price. Like I say, my issue it was just an issue for me finding the bbbj. For the most part, that's not the culture. That's not even their culture. They would do it, but they kind of get out their body. So you just pay them extra, right? The good thing is the breakdown because, again, that area is a melting pot. A lot of women from all over Latin South America, they go there because they have a strong-ish economy. Their money is only 1/3 of U.S., which is stronger than Brazil, because Brazil is 1/5. Brazil is 1/5, but Lima is 1/3. So technically, their currency is a little strong So a lot of women from all over go there to trap. And so now when you're dealing with the Venezuelans, Colombians, Peruvians, Ecuadorians, right? Some of everything. There was a Dominican chick out there. So because you're dealing with different ethnicities, some have different. Again, comes down to culture. Some of your most easiest chicks to deal with, even on this trip, I saw this, and the guys even said this in my Telegram group, and I'm glad that this is kind of consistent. Is who? Venezuelans. Shout out to Venezuela. I don't know why Venezuelans are so cool. But some of your easiest chicks to deal with in any country is going to be the Venezuelans. Why? I don't know. Maybe because their home country is so fucked up, and a lot of them is on the run. A lot of them are refugees, so a lot of them are grateful. They're grateful wherever they at. I don't know. Not to say it like that. I don't know. But some of the easier chicks to deal with to get what you want are the Venezuelans. They're some of the most cooperative, and they will work with you. They won't be like stiff arm, like no, it's this, that, and the third. It's like, what? I'm the customer. Yeah. Okay. You the seller. Okay. Next, I'll move on. We vote with our dollars. We vote with our wallets. We vote with our time. We vote with our energy. So if you don't get what you want, you move on. That's from chick to chick. That's from establishment to establishment. And it's even country to country. If you can't get what you want, you move on. There's somewhere that do. Where it's not an issue. Where it's not like you seem like you're ice skating uphill. Shout out to Blade. Motherfucker still trying to ice skate uphill. You're not ice skating uphill. It just is what it is. It's just, hey, you know why I'm here. We all adults. We're grown. All right, we off in this thing now. We off into the sex shit now. You know what it is. You trying to make this money. You popping that pussy. You trapping that box. You trying to make this money. It is what it is. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it popping. All these little fucking game playing. I'm not with that. This is not DR Sasua. I'll take the flight to the Dominican Republic if I wanted all that bullshit. This is not DR Sasua. You know what it is. And if that's your culture, if everything is covered, if everything is covered, everything preservative, everything is if that's your culture, that's fine, but it's not for me. I need to go somewhere where I can get the bbbj easily. Really, best case scenario, without even talking about it, where it's not even an issue, like Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's not even an issue. They already suck you raw. They're very sexual. Their culture is sexual. In Brazil, they suck you raw. Now they put the condom on for sex. They do. They put the condom on for sex, but Brazil sucks you raw, just off rip. You don't bring it up. It's like that. You would have to be like, one of them germaphobe dudes. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me put the condom on before you. She's like, okay. Some of them, they don't even like to. Paul, they don't. They told me they don't even like the taste of rubber in their mouth. Paul, right? And it makes sense. If I was a chick, I'd probably be the same way. If I was Paul, that's weird, right? Paul's on Diddy. If I was a chick, I'd be the same way. You're gonna suck a dick to suck some skin. Why do you want to suck some latex? For the guys who eat box, and I really don't. Certainly overseas, I don't. I don't eat pro box. Shout out to the bros who do. I don't eat pro box at all. One, I don't even like eating box all like that. I do, right? I do, but I don't like eating it like that. So I'm damn sure not going to do it on somebody I'm paying. If I'm not going to pay to eat your box, huh? That's some girlfriend relationship type shit, or at least a non-pro chick that I probably spent the same money or more on dates. She probably made me take her on 2 or 3 dinner dates. But after I took her on 3 dates, we finally smashed. She sucks me, whatever. I do it. It's times I do it, right? You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. But not on no pro. Not on no pro. Ill. And outside of the ill, fuck that. You got me fucked up. I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay you. I'm not gonna pay you to eat you. What the fuck? If I'm paying, no, fuck that. You say, yeah. But I said blah blah blah. I say all that to say, digress. If when I do eat the box on a regular chick, I'm not gonna get some saran wrap and put the saran wrap over her shit and I lick on the saran wrap. You know, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it, right? If I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna get down there and eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. If I'm gonna get down there, grab the butt cheeks, lick and suck on her clit and lick her pussy. If I'm gonna lick her pussy, I'm gonna lick the flesh. I'm gonna lick her pussy. I'm not gonna get a piece of saran wrap and then lick on top of the saran wrap. No. If I had, you know, Brazilian chicks, and no, if I suck, I just suck the meat. That's their culture. In Brazil, they suck a raw dick. They suck a raw dick, but they put the condom on for sex. Most times. Well, in a casa, pretty much all the time. But I'm talking about like, get them off the street, from Maps, from the beach, from Dos Vita. You get them off the street, you get them off the website. Most times. But even in a casa, even in a brothel, in the brothels in Brazil, they suck a raw dick. In Thailand, what is a condom? What is a condom? So I get it, and I've been around the world, and every place is different, and maybe for different reasons, maybe have different histories, maybe they dealt with different shit over the years and over the, you know what I'm saying? So because they dealt with certain things, their society is a way. I get that. I see both sides. But it's boss first. Like America first, not Ukraine, but America is boss first. I see your side. I see your issue, but it's boss first. It's my money. I want what I want and I need what I need. You can do it or not. You can walk. Zelensky, you can walk. And when you're ready to come back to the table to act right, you can come back. Just wear a suit. Just wear a suit when you come back. You can come back when you're ready to talk. But it's my way. It's not your way. You don't have the cards. You're selling bots. I'm buying it. You're selling sex. I'm buying it. You don't have the cards. But you do have your right to your body, your right. You have the rights for whatever. And I get it. The same rights that you have your rights. But I have my right to go where I want to go. I have my right to do what I want to do with my money. And I choose with my wallet. We vote with our wallet. We vote with our dollars. So even though it's $30, I couldn't get the bbbj consistent across the board. It's as if I got lucky a couple times. But I shouldn't have to get lucky, right? Really, when I'm throwing money at the situation, man, I get it because it's already cheap. That's a good thing. It's already cheap. So since it's already cheap, I didn't mind overpaying. Oh, shit. Boss overpaid. Boss overpaid. I didn't mind overpaying because it's already cheap to get what I want. But even with more money, most of them wasn't going for it. I was like, wow. But that's the culture. Pray. Preservative. The Lima, Peru culture, they don't really want to suck a raw dick. So I don't like that. So they get big thumbs down for that. Lima, Peru gets big thumb down for not giving BBJ, not sucking raw dick, natural oral. And even some of them say in their website ads, they say natural oral. And then when they get to the room, they act like they don't know. I could show you long, drawn out, but translate Spanish, text threads back and forth with chicks on the website. Literally. Blowjob, no condom, natural oral, condom only for sex. You don't get plainer than that. I can show you that. Blowjob, no condom, natural oral, condom only for sex. See, Claro. Get to the room. Oh no, Poppy, no. I have to use this. What? What the fuck? And that happened. That even happened with the one in the hot tub, the Venezuelan I showed you. I don't know if you guys are tuning in late. That's what you get. Run it back. But I might take this down anyway. I showed you off the website. The young 19-year-old Venezuelan I had. And I had her in a hot tub. After the hot tub, when we got after the hot tub, right? When we got ready for sex, she tried that. Almost killed the vibe. I had to go back, literally. I had to go back on some DR Dominican shit and show her my text. And then she got right. But that made me trip. And it was cool, but that made me trip. It put the seed in the back of my head. And that was early in my trip. And it didn't get much better days later. I purposely told her. As a matter of fact, we went back. I did too much. I went back and forth where I beat the dead horse where I thought I was going to kill the vibe because I kept asking her in different ways. I kept asking her. And she said, okay. And I kept asking her and she said, okay. And she got to the room after we vibed in the hot tub. After the hot tub, we're drying off, getting the bubbles off. After the hot tub, she's reaching for the condom for a blowjob. Why are you reaching for a condom with a blowjob after we went back and forth and I showed her the text? Okay, lay down. Well, I don't have time for these games. I'm grown and you grown. So in Lima, Peru, they're not big on a no condom blowjob. So therefore, they get a big thumbs down from me. Outside of that, the price is $30. It's $30 on the street, $15 in the brothel, $60 on the website. That being said, I'm about to land this plane. Oh, because he didn't show up. He know why. Shout out to Ray's, my moderator. Ray's know why. He know why. He's right here. He know exactly why. It's the big old X. It's an X. Hey, isn't his Instagram Razor Rays X? Isn't his Instagram Razor X? He know why it's a big old X. Because he's a no-show. Because it was supposed to be Boss and Ray's in Lima, Peru, but Ray's was not able to make it. Shout out to him. He was not able to make it. And I believe Ray's is going to Peru next week. I believe. You can hear from him. But unfortunately, our times didn't line up. I'm back. Right? I'm back here in the States. I'm back as of today. I think he's going down next week. He's going to stay for about a month. Shout out to him. So you should probably get a lot of good info from his perspective, right? Ray's move a lot different than Boss. I'm sure, he'll talk more about the food and more about the sites. But when you come to Boss, I'm talking about the hoes and the pros. But Ray's will be down there. I believe Ray's will be there next week or the week after. And me and Ray's was not able to cross paths. So I put a bit X on it. He know. Shout out to Ray's. That's why. X. Because he was a no-show. But yeah. Quick story. Then I'm going to end it. For real. Really, because I ain't got no more super chats. So I'm really going to end it. But quick story. The very last chick that I had or almost had yesterday. Website. website. So first of all, she came through catfish. Now the good thing, it was a good catfish, believe it or not. It was not the same girl from the ad. It wasn't. But this girl looked at basically equally as good. He really did. He looked at equally as good, so I'm not really tripping. Just that there's multiple reasons why girl catfish, and this particular reason and why I think this girl did it. Some girls do it just for the protect the identity of themselves, right? You see a lot of chicks if you go to that site, PhotoKinds, or any of those types of sites, PhotoKinds, Photocompa, Spoka. Some of the chicks blur their face out, right? They use a little app, a filter, and they blur their face out, and they mostly just are, cut off their head and show their body, the ass. Some chicks, what they do instead of blurring their face out, they will show another chick that's very similar to them, body-wise and everything. And so that's what this chick did. The chick who knocked on my door and came in my room she looked just as good as the chick who she was supposed to be, but it's technically a catfish. But this particular catfish was for identity type shit. And this chick, who looked very good, he was Colombian, he had all kind of tattoos. He had like some sexy tattoos. He had a tattoo on her stomach that kind of went over her pussy and her leg. He had all kind of tattoos. This was the most tatted up girl. He had tattoos almost like she was a Thai chick. She had a whole lot of tattoos. Whereas the chick on the website didn't. She had fake enhancement. She had fake breasts, obviously fake, but looked nice. Fake ass, obviously fake, looked nice. It would have been nice to hit that from the back, the fake ass, see how I felt. We never got that far because, all right, so she charged only $120. A lot of times the chicks on the websites would charge $150. They charge $150 to $200. Some even charge $100 on the website. Sold, not USD. I know people come in and out to these streams, and you come in late in the stream, and you hear me say a number, and then you think, but I got to keep repeating myself for new folks. But this is Lima, Peru. So we're talking sold. Remember, average price across the board is 100 souls. 100 souls is $30. 100 souls is $30, 27. So on the website, the average price is about 150 souls for an hour, 150 to 200. Some even go for 100, but 150. This chick was 120. 120 souls for an hour. Now that's so low, right? So I was already going to give her 150. And you know me, ask her for the bbbj. And so don't be no bullshit, no drama in the room. You pretty much got to do all your negotiating up front before they get in the room. You don't want no bullshit in your room. You don't. By the time they come in your room, everything needs to be already negotiated. You don't negotiate on the fly, and you don't try to be like Zelensky and try to renegotiate a deal on the fly. It's already decided. You already know what you're there for. You're there to sign. You're there to sign a mineral deal, but you get cute, and before you sign the mineral deal, you want to try to flip it and try to get some extra security guarantee. Wait a minute, that's not the deal. We talked about it already. This is ceremony. You're here to sign. You're not even here to talk. You're here to sign. And you're trying to renegotiate on the fly. Get the fuck out of here. You don't get no security deal. You sign the fucking letter. We'll talk about that later. You get the negotiation before, which I did with all the chicks. Even the hot tub chick that I asked her like 3 or 4 times, and she said okay. She said okay before she paid. Got in the room, reached for the condom, give me a blowjob with the condom after the hot tub, after she said blow, and I had to point it out. Oh my God. Same thing with this chick. I literally said, and now this is like pretty much the last chick of the whole trip. I've been through this too many times, so I really made sure, and I still got it, but it doesn't matter to you guys because it's in Spanish. Sin condom. Sin pre. Blowjob. No condom. Natural oral. B, that's included. That's included. It's included. Includio. Espanol, baby. All right, let it kick in. Let the screen go dark. My man. You wanna clown me? You don't want to come in focus. You don't want to come in focus. Almost. I'll give it a second or two. If you don't come in focus, take my word for it. It's right there, but it's blurry, so I know you guys can't see it. What's the magic distance for it to come in focus? I don't know. But maybe if you right when it cleared up, right when, okay, boom. I think, right? Okay. Okay, boom. Finally. Mamadan Oro Natural Sin Condom. Her price, $120. See it up there? Her price, $120. $120 hour, Aura, and more. También me gusta una Mamadan Oro Natural Sin Condom. Oro Natural. Ya includio. Ya includio. Because also her ad says natural oral. It says it in her ad. Her ad says natural oral. Her ad already says it. Her ad already says natural oral. It says it. Even though it say it, I know a lot of them chicks just put that in there and they don't mean it. Her ad says natural oral. I said Mamadan Oral Natural Oral Sin Condom, yes, included. Do you know? When she got to the room, one guess. One guess. Natural blowjob, no condom. Yes, it's included. When she got to the room, one guess. Already catfish already. You're not even the same chick. You look cool. Fake breasts, fake ass. You look cool, but you're not the same chick. If you did it for identity reasons with all those damn tattoos. Are those gangster tattoos? Are those gang tattoos? Are they mafioso tattoos? As pretty as she was, she kind of had a hard demeanor. Like, hard to describe. She had a real street savvy demeanor. Real hard demeanor. Pretty. She was pretty with a hard demeanor with all those gang tattoos. To use somebody else's photo. He said, yes, it's included. Reach for the condom for blowjob. Had a mini argument about the bullshit. Even when I showed her words. I showed her words that it made her eventually do it. It did. But even then, that was the start. It like broke her down and her argument got weaker and weaker and weaker until she finally did it. Why should it take that? Lima, Peru. Why should it take that? Lima, Peru. I showed you. I'm gonna hold it up again. Hold it going up. Natural. Natural, no condom blowjob. Natural, it's included. You said okay. You said okay to get in the room with some DR Sasua shit. Just to get into the room, right? You know how these hoes is. Hoes is hoes all over the world. You say okay to get in the room. You get in the room, you reach for the condom. But you said okay on the text. We argue. I show you your text. And that helps. I think that's the only thing that helped. It helped, but it didn't even stop it right away. It still took like a minute or two after I showed her text. She finally gave in. But also my mind, why are they so against it here? Where they say okay, and they get in the room and play. Then I guess most guys go for it. But most guys are not from where? Oakland don't play. So eventually she gets to sucking, right? And it's good. It's good. She gets to sucking. Very wet mouth. But it was, even though it was good, it was almost kind of rushed. Like she was sucking fast, but it wasn't like sucking fast like to work a motion to get it going. It was sucking fast, almost as if she didn't want to do it. Sucking fast to get her over with. If it makes sense, right? It's kind of hard to quantify and put into words, but I'm trying to this. Hey, I'm sharing. I'm feeling what it is. The energy. It's sucking fast just to get it over with. But why do I get this kind of energy? And this is your job. You're working. You're at work. You shouldn't even feel a way that because you're at work. You shouldn't feel like you're working. I'm the customer. What's going on here? At this point, you're like the 10th chick that tried this shit over and over. What is going on in Lima, Peru? It's different chicks. It's Colombians. It's Venezuelans. It's different chicks. But Lima, what is going on here? You said okay. You said okay on the text. You get here after you said okay. You reach for the condom. It shouldn't even be an argument. Once I say it, you should bow down. But no, you even work back. There's a back and forth argument. It's a back and forth argument where the only thing that breaks the argument, I got to show you your own word. Oh, okay. And then you halfway do it. So this shit, soon again, as I get a little stiff, you start to reach for the condom. Like a little stiff. Not even, just a little stiff. And she felt the way that I wasn't getting hard enough, fast enough. Well, one, you kind of killed the vibe by arguing, like straight up arguing. Is this sex? I'm not a robot. I'm a man, but I'm not a robot. Well, I am a robot monger. I take that back. I'm a robot monger. But a lot of that is the heat-seeking missile. Once I'm in that monger mode, let me continue in that mode. Fire off the missile. Heat-seeking to find that pussy. I'm in the mode. Let me rock out in my mode. You bring me out my mode when you start. What are we doing here? Butt naked, my dick hanging out, my dick wet with your slide with your spit, and you're arguing. What the fuck are we doing here? This is sex work. You're working. I'm paying you. You're working. Suck a dick. What are you even talking? You're at work. I'm your boss. What are we doing here? You're taking too long. I don't care how long. I pay for an hour. I don't give a damn. Say if we don't even fuck. Weird, right? Weird. But if I pay you for an hour, can I have an hour? You sit down and look at TV or something. You give me a massage. You hear my day. You hear about my bad day. Well, I would never do that. But I paid you for time. I paid you for a block of time. I paid you for an hour. If I pay you for an hour, you're here for an hour. What does it matter if you suck the dick for 5 minutes? I still have like 50, 55 minutes. You only sucked the dick for 5 minutes. I paid you for an hour. What do you mean it take too long? It ain't no take too long. You're too money hungry. You're too lazy. You want free money. You want money without working, basically. On some DR Sashua shit. The spirit of DR. The spirit of DR. You want free money, easy money without working. You're at work. And I can even see if you was 30 minutes into your work, 5 minutes into your job, you clock it, you punch in, 5 minutes into your job, 5 minutes into your job, you're complaining? A 5-minute blowjob? I don't care if it takes me 10 minutes to go. I don't care if you got to suck the dick for 20 minutes. And I finally get hard in 20 minutes. I paid you for an hour. You catfished me. You're not the same chick. You look good, but you're not the same chick. You catfished me. I purposely said blowjob, no condom. You said, okay, it's included. First thing you reach for the condom. I tell you, no, it's an argument. So I show you your own words, and then you bow down. You suck it like you really don't want to do it. And after like 5 minutes, I'm taking too long. You know what she did? So I had paid her $150, right? Her price was only $120. But I gave her $150 because the money is so low. I think I did have a 20 peso, 20 soul. I didn't have a lot, but I just gave her a 100 and I gave her 50. I gave her 150. Her price was only 120. I gave her 150. She even joked, said, "Oh, Pepina, yeah, Pepina, 30 souls. However much 30 souls. I don't know. Her price is 120. I gave her 150. After 5 minutes, she's mad because I'm taking too long. Do you know the 150, right? I gave her a 100, and a 50. Do you know she got up butt naked, went to her purse, and handed me a 50 back to keep the 100? She wasn't even in there 10 minutes. Not to finish 10 minutes. With her knocking on the door. Getting undressed, me getting undressed, reaching for the condom, arguing, finally sucking me up, less than 10 minutes into an hour. Mad because she's sucking me for 5 minutes. She's handing me the 50. You know what I did? I snatched her purse out her hand. And the 100 I had, it might be the same one. I don't know. It really might be. I don't know. I took the 100 and the 50. I threw the 50 down on the bed. You got me fucked up. This is reverse. Out of the 150, you wanted to keep one and give me 50 back? No. I take the 100 and I give you 50. You really should have probably got a 20. I overpaid with that. Because that still was 50 souls. 15 bucks, 13.50. And 50 souls is a whole smash session at the concert. 50 souls is a smash session at the concert. And the small concert, local Mina, is 40 souls. Only 40. 50 souls is a smash session. You just got 50 souls for sucking my dick for not even 5 minutes. You should have got a 20. Yeah. Out of the 150, she thought she was cute. The 150, she's gonna hand me the 50. I snatched her purse. I took out the 100, and the 50 she gave me, I threw the 50 on the bed. You take the 50. If looks could kill, boy, she looked like she wanted to kill me. She looked like she wanted to call every gang barrio dude in her phone, all them gang tattoos she had on herself, all them gang tattoos with her hard look, and all those gang tattoos looked like she wanted to call every gang member in her phone on me. And I kicked her out. And that was my last chick of the trip. Over BBJ in BJ in general. Interesting, huh? To cap off a whole trip of trying to find bbbjs, blowjobs, no condoms, natural oral blowjob, no condom in Lima, Peru. Seemed like a thing not to do. Oh man. I got it a couple times by paying extra. I got lucky a couple times, but that was like hook or crook. It is not consistent across the board. Even with website chicks, higher quality, website chicks that put that in their ad, they say they do it. They say they do it in their ad. They say it in their ad, and they charge more and still show up and try to play you. But they're not used to dealing with dudes from where? Just go ahead. You don't want no problems in the middle. Hey, you in the hood, right? You in the hood. You don't want no problems in the country. You don't want the police being called. Once the police get involved, you get extorted. Now you got to pay the police. Once the police come, you got to pay the police in these countries. You'll get extorted. You don't want the police being involved. You don't want her friends, her boyfriends, her cousins, the gangs involved. Just go ahead and pay. I snatched her purse. I took my 100 back. I gave her the 50, told her to get out. If looks could kill, boy. Looked like she wanted to call every gangster in her phone. And it was my last day. And I went to the airport shortly thereafter. I went to the airport shortly thereafter. Anyway, I was trying to get one in before I left. So, yeah. Will I go back? Here's the question. I will answer that and a few more other details when I appear on the homie Razor Ray's show. I will be on Razor Ray's show in front of his audience. Will be more than 30 people, right? Ray's can get more than 30 people in his show. So you guys can go over there. You hear a lot of these same stories the second time. I'll go in deeper detail and other things. He has some specific questions he want to ask me. So I will be on Razor Ray's show soon. It won't be tomorrow like he thought. It won't be tomorrow, but it'll be soon. When I do, I'll put it on my community tab. Obviously, he's going to put it on his community tab. And I will be on the homie Razor Ray's with the X. Yeah, you got the X. I will be on Razor Ray's show with the X in a few days to next week. Just because I'm back now. So I gotta work. I gotta recoup the money. I gotta recoup the money I spent, even though I came back with some money. I can't, everything pretty much cheap. I'm gonna go into a few more details when I'm on Ray's show, but I'm back. It is what it is. It was what it was. Peru, do what it do. I'm glad I went. A new place finally after going to all these places multiple times. Dominican Republic 5 times, Brazil 5 times, Thailand 6 times, soon to be 7, Colombia 3 times, soon to be 4 next month. It's good to go to a new place, right? The feeling of going to a new place. And it was cool. I liked what I saw. I liked what I was into. Even the Casa de Brazos that had the shows, real player listed. The food was good. It was dope, Even the situations, crazy as it was, right? Give me stories to talk about. Give me stories to talk about, things to think about. Well, I'm stuck at work now for the next few weeks. I'm stuck at work. I'm thinking about these situations I got into. I got pictures and photos, some stuff, videos on my phone, something I can't share on YouTube. I share in a group, So the travel shit is cool, and just to being away from work, man. I'm back at it now, but being away from work, being able to sleep in, nice comfortable bed with the AC on, and just relax, and then come back home put your key into your door and walk into your house after you've been gone for a week. You know, the whole everything. So I'm glad I went. It was a good experience. Will I go back? I will answer that on the Raise and Raise show. Other than that, thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you. Could have used a few more super chats, but it is what it is. Oh, man. But like I said, I could have used a few more super chats, but get me on Razor Show. Big Boss, Oakland, California. Oh, man. Why you wanna play a hate on me? Why you wanna play a hate on boss? Shout out to the Loonies. The Loonies, the same group that did I Got Five on. Most of y'all probably don't even know who that is. You heard I Got Five on it, don't even know who that is. I Got Five on it. That's the Loonies. Same group did this song. Why you wanna play a hate on boss? Peace.